just going to show you what I'm doing here. I've started the process of removing the cab. So we've got some heater hoses up in here. I've tried to get them off the pipe. Yeah, no, they don't want to move. So I'm just going to cut the lines, slice them, and try and slide them off. There's heaps of excess of line down around the chassis here. So I don't want to pull too hard on those heater lines up in there. They move up through the floor of the cab into the heater box, and I have no idea how you get it all that inside the cab. The heater did work when the truck was running, so I don't really want to mess with it too much. Have a go at getting them off. Right, cut the lines, sliced them, got them off. Something I was thinking about was marking them, but just looking in there, a bit hard to see on the camera. Yeah, one line's bigger than the other. I was wondering about that, whether there's a flow, directional flow through the heater, what way it works. No, right, we'll get that back together. A long way from that. To show you what I've done here, there was an inspection panel here on the side of the cab, so I took that off, following all the lines. This is the left hand side of the truck, passenger side. So yeah, I followed all the lines up, and there's multiple junctions up in here. So I've pulled all the plugs, done my famous zip tying trick, colour coded. As I said, old Dory will visit me. I won't remember the goddamn thing, how to put all this back together. There was a joint in the airline, so that worked out really good. So I think I've got everything disconnected. There was a white wire went up inside here. It was an earth wire, went right up to this on the inside. That was a bit of a challenge, but we've got it off. Yeah, here it is here. I didn't want to cut it and try and rejoin it or anything. Just persevere, take my time. So yeah, that's all the left hand side of the cab disconnected. Now we go to the complicated part, the driver's side. I see we've got an earth strap here on the mounting bracket. I'll try and get that off next. Right, bit of a look at what we're going to do on this side. So remove the cab. I'll take the front wheel off, got it sitting on blocks. Give us a lot more room to walk in under here. A bit of a look at what we're going to have to do. I think some of it, like that valve there in front of us, unbolt that off the cab, that'll stay. Obviously got the brake valve up on there. It's going to be quite a bit of labelling. Follow a lot of these lines down. I see there's a lot of joiners and stuff here, because this has all been changed over from left hand to right hand drive. So I'd say someone's shifted the lines on the truck to the other side and cut them and all that at the time. You've got gear linkage cables up there. I'll just see if I can remove those. I've got the air lines from the high-low range and the deep reduction part of it, but following it down without unwrapping everything too much. I see we've got joiners here, so that might be in my favour. This mightn't be too bad. I shouldn't say that until I'm finished, but yeah, I just film it as we go. Obviously got the steering. I haven't really thought about what I might do there. Whether I take that off the spline there, so I don't want to. I know that'll just slide out, but yeah, a bit of a nightmare putting it back together. A bit dangerous. If I can undo that, I can just slide that up off the steering box. I should mark it. I'm not sure how that's held in there. I'll clean it up and have a look. It should be a keyway or something. Obviously don't want to damage it. But yep, we'll make a start on that. See how far we get. Bit of a follow up on what I've done. Worked away in here. As you can see, Got a lot of lines undone in the floor there. Yes, do have a lot of greens, but the way it's worked out, there's different size lines in there, so there's no way of mixing green to green on the wrong size. I need to hunt around and see if I can find some more zip ties with more colours. Sort of struggling a little bit with that. I did undo the main valves here off the floor, so that saved a lot of plumbing. Just the in there and the foot treadle valve. So my next mission is all this wiring. I see there is a master plug there, but there's still other harness. Yeah, it's going to be a bit frightening. Might be another plug up in there. Won't know until I cut it all and get it apart. High-low lines, yeah, they all had joiners in them, so that worked out really good. So progress, yeah, we're moving along. I'm pretty happy with that. It's getting pretty late here now, it's time to go. But as I say, I'll see if I can find some more zip ties. See what I can do about that. Yeah, I had to pull the mat up in the cab there to get at the bolts, but I'm going to strip all the floor out of the cab. Be a lot of stuff to do on that. But it'll be a big achievement to get this cab off and get it on the ground. Be a lot easier to work on. We're getting there slowly. Just keep working away at it. Today's a big day for us. We've rolled it outside, as you've just seen. We're going to take the cab off. All the plumbing's disconnected. It's just the two front hinge bolts and the ram lift bolts to come out. So we're going to rig the cab up ready to lift. We'll film that obviously as we do it. Pushed it forward, so it's, I don't know what it's sitting on at the moment.
He did it. There's the cab. There's the truck. Don't think he broke anything. We'll find out.
Just to show you what we're up to now, as you would have seen in the last couple of shots, we've got the cab off. It's just sitting there hanging off the forklift at the moment. We've just rolled the frame back into the shop a bit. Got this light steel subframe here I acquired. I've got some timber here, some 6x2, some old stuff out of the shed. I've just put some screws in it, screwed it together. My idea is to sit it on the subframe, and then I'll just put some blocks in line with the mountings of the cab to sit it on it, because we've got a height issue at the moment with the forklift. We're about just over about 700, not quite a metre over height to get in the door of our shop, with it hanging off the way the way I've got it slung off the forklift at the moment. So we'll get it on the subframe and we can just pick it up with the forks, and plus the pallet lifter, may move it around in there later on. So we'll just go and set this up. Just thought I'll show you a close-up on how we did this. 6x2s bolted together with some big wood screws just to make sure they're not going to separate. And then the light's a bit difficult with the camera. Our centre console in the cab here, we had to make sure we didn't hit it, because it's in line with the top of the door frames. So yeah, I wood screwed some 6x2 on its flat here just to space that inside the cab, and obviously you can see the rest of it. Just thought I'll show you that in case somebody's ever going to do it. I know it's been done many a times, but I don't know how much is on YouTube showing this type of thing. That's how I've done it. It seems to be pretty balanced. So I got my bits of wood sitting on the subframe there. I'm just going to bring it up, get it close, and then I'll work out all my heights to sit the cab on it. Thought I'd do a bit of a wrap up for the end of the day here. As you can see, we pulled the main frame back into the shop here, and yeah, we've got the cab sitting on a subframe here. Pretty happy with how it's gone today. No damage. That's a bonus for me. I am going to jack the cab up and get it level. At the moment it's sitting back on the subframe. I'll level it up so everything we ever do is nice and level. Just something I like to do. But yeah, got a lot of work ahead of me now. Now that's off. It'll allow me to do a little bit more on the frame up through here. Still got a shock absorber to get off on this side. Let me get that off. My boys on their motorbikes out in the paddock. While the cab's off, obviously something I don't really want to do, but I will do it. Take the radiator off. We got a lot of rubbers on the air-to-air intercooler here, the up-here-ish mounts and that, so take all that off. Now's the best time to do it. Cab mounts are a bit funny. Passenger side, they've got these here. I have no idea what, how, or why. I've had through the bushes. Oops, sorry. Had it through the bushes and had it in there, and had a small bolt through it. I have no idea why they've done that. Maybe it's a standard thing. Don't know. I'll have a look at some books. Yeah, I see the bushes loose. Oh, it's actually broken in there. I'll pull all that out and have a look, see what I can do. Shin something up on the lathe. Get some other mounts from in town or something. I've been looking on Facebook, following the 362 group in America. Yeah, it's interesting, like guys are trying to source these parts and that. Those bushes. I can make all these, none of that's a problem to me. It's just the rubbers, whatever's in there, steel insert. We'll come up with a plan. Not sure what the date is today. I think it's pretty close to the 1st of June, next couple of days. So winter will hit us. It'll rain and rain. Been a nice day today outside here to do this. It's really warm. A little bit, oh, it's unusual for us, but just that time of the year, it's going to change. That's why I thought I'll get it off. Today was no wind, and I had my boys here to help me. Forklift operator. Just 2 people make it a lot easier. I think we'll wrap it up there, and sounds like the bikes are back. Great things. Chew my paddocks up and make a lot of noise. But yeah, there'll be a few more videos to come yet. I appreciate the people who do follow, and yeah, hit that like button. You know what it does. Helps promote the video and get it out there for people who may be interested in this. I certainly enjoy watching quite a few people on YouTube. Sometimes it's just entertainment, or yeah, a bit of learning. I've got a lot to learn yet with what I'm going to do, so I try and find those type of videos and see what people have done. I see CF Nevada, I just watched one of his this morning. He uploaded about his lowboy trailer. It was really interesting. Never seen a trailer like that before. How it just widens on the back and the deck stays the standard width. It was quite interesting. Things like that really, yeah, I enjoy watching. Obviously in the first video of retrieving this truck, you would have seen the Freightliner and the transporter trailer, but yeah, I've never really shown you what you can do with it. It's a widening trailer, so they push right out. I think they go to like 3.6 meters. You have to convert that to feet. But yeah, they're an interesting concept. I'll show you that. I mean, mine's only a small trailer compared to what's out there. I think I'll wrap it up at that.